Hello investors. Over the next few minutes through this video, I'm trying to discuss a few things about mid-cap and small-cap investing. First of all, what are mid-caps, what are small caps? Mid-caps and small caps are categorized as per SEBI definitions. The first 100 stocks by market capitalization are called large caps. The next 250, that is 101 to 350, are called mid-caps, and the rest of the companies are called small caps. If you simply look at the market capitalization today, I think somewhere around 28, 29,000 would be the largest multi-cap. And in terms of the lowest multi-cap, lowest mid-cap, it will be somewhere around 8,000 crores. So anything between 8 to 28 or 29,000 crores market capitalization would be categorized as mid-caps. And everything below that 8,000 crores roughly would be categorized as small caps. In terms of valuations today, I think both these segments clearly have been in one of their best attractive valuation levels. If you look at mid caps, today they are trading at a level as equivalent as maybe 5 years ago. And if you look at small caps, they are trading at almost 9-year-old levels. Both these categories were falling in terms of stock performance beginning 2018, which was more due to the valuations that they were trading at and also some amount of economic downturn that we saw across the globe affecting India as well. The coronavirus pandemic, which started sometime during March for our country, has also had negative impact on this category, and we have continued to see this category falling further from those levels in the last 3 to 4 months. So clearly, from a valuation perspective, both mid caps and small caps have been quoting at a valuation level which are equivalent to, let's say, 5-year-old and 9-year-old levels respectively. Another question which comes to everyone's mind is how long will it take to recover from these lower levels? As far as we are concerned, we believe that the recovery is going to be a gradual one. The economic activity has started to improve starting 1st of this month, that is June 2020. The lockdown restrictions have been eased quite a bit. And we also expect gradually some more relaxations to come in, which means that slowly and steadily you will start seeing economic activity beginning in the country to the fullest level that they could go to. And given that, I think from here on, we expect business fundamentals to improve for mid and small caps, along with other corporates that are there in the listed space. However, the stock market performance may not be one-to-one correlated with exactly how the business improvement is likely to happen. So to that extent, one cannot rule out interim volatility as long as you don't get a clear idea in terms of the fundamentals of this segment. The valuations will also move up and down. So to that extent, maybe for the next couple of quarters, the segment could remain more volatile than large caps. But beyond that, we believe that there is every chance to make your wealth in mid caps as well as small caps. What are the economic conditions that will favor this particular category? I think clearly when there is more liquidity chasing stock markets, when the economic growth is very high, these segments tend to do well because generally they need some amount of tailwind from economic environment. They also need tailwind from government policies and lower interest rates, credit flow in the system, etc. So this is a basket which needs a little bit of a nudge as compared to the large cap category to do well in the business as well as to do well in the markets. So to that extent, we believe that the initial recovery period will be driven more by large caps because they generally are a lot more resilient to economic downturns and the crisis that we are seeing currently. But the mid and small caps may need a little bit of a nudge from policies, little bit of a nudge from the credit flow, lower interest rate scenario, etc. So to that extent, the recovery for mid and small caps is going to be a little more delayed as compared to the large caps. But nevertheless, I think the structurally strong mid caps and small caps will tend to do well when the liquidity comes into the market. And we expect the reversal of liquidity to happen in the market. We have seen nearly about $10 billion being withdrawn by foreign institutional investors in the last quarter. We believe that at some point of time, the flow from foreign institutional investors as well as domestic institutional investors will continue to move towards mid and small caps. And that is the period, if that coincides with business recovery in those segments, then we can expect a stronger performance in the market in these two categories as compared to large cap. What should be the allocation for mid and small caps? This is one of the common questions that we get from many investors. But I would say that there is no one size fits all kind of a answer to this, because it all depends on one's ability to take risk and one's liquidity needs and what are the objectives. Clearly, at these valuations, we expect mid and small caps to do much better than large caps. But at the same time, the volatility in this segment is inherently higher than that in the large cap space. So any investor who is agreeing to have interim volatility, but from a longer term perspective, one can expect a higher return potential. Those are the set of investors who could come into this segment. I would say that slightly aggressive investors who are investing into equity can look at mid and small cap funds. What is the perfect ratio? I think that can be discussed with your financial advisor, and you can take a call based on your wealth creation requirements, your liquidity requirements, and also what level of risk are you comfortable in terms of taking mid and small cap exposure. I think given all this, I would not like to suggest a particular number in terms of mid cap and small cap exposure, but usually I think a healthy mix of large caps, mid caps, and small caps should work for creation of wealth over the long term. And also that will balance most of the risk that is there in the portfolio, because all three buckets will have different risk parameters. So it's just like do asset allocation between assets like equity and debt, you should also make your allocation between large, mid, and small. What is the proportion? I think that is once again is going to be decided by the financial advisor, looking at your individual portfolio and your requirements. So to sum it up, I think there is no one number, but these are the good valuation levels where you can invest and hope for a good wealth creation over next 3 to 5 years. And the only moot point would be what can be the volatility. Inherently, equities have higher volatility, and to that extent, mid and small cap category can have higher volatility than the large cap. If you're okay with that large cap, if you're okay with that mid cap and small cap volatility, then I think this is as good a time to invest into mid and small caps. But I would suggest a staggered investments, given that the situation is still challenging and still a bit confusing. But if you can stagger your investments over the next couple of quarters, hopefully from a 3 to 5 year perspective, you should be looking at a good amount of wealth creation. Thank you so much.